What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of RMP Podcast, giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for. I'm your host, PLAX. I'm here with my co-host, Rick. Rick, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. You know, it's a Sunday before a Monday where this is supposed to come out. And, you know, it can't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah, we here. we working. We love you guys. So, Rick, last week was Thanksgiving, my boy.
Yes, it was.
Was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was nice. Got to see a lot of family. I was with my dad this Thanksgiving because my mom was out of town, visiting my sister, her second favorite child.
Oh,
and so crazy. It was.
I hope your sister don't listen to this.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's crazy.
She knows.
That's crazy.
And so it was a nice holiday. There was plenty of food. For some reason, I was unexpectedly full off of plate one. I kind of disappointed myself on that.
Rick, me too. I don't know why. I'm not. What is happening, man?
I don't know. I don't know if it was like a call across the universe for the big boys, but it was like someone was like, "Be full," and like put a curse on us for Thanksgiving.
Well, remember I've been saying for the past couple months, it's time to get the fat up out of here, man. So maybe, you know, like you said, the universe just like, come on, guys, let's lock in. Come on. Actually, a funny story. It was a dude downstairs. You know, I live in the hood. I mean, it's not the worst neighborhood, but it's also not the best. It's still, you know, the street that I'm on. So I went downstairs to get some. I believe it was some food or something from the store next door or something. And there was a dude down there. He was waiting for something as well. And I was like, and he had his shirt off. And I just was, you know me, I can't resist the joke. I was like, it's kind of cold outside, ain't it, bro? And he was like, yeah, man, I feel you. He said, but I've been to jail and shit like that. And the place they had me at, the winters was like cold. And sometimes they had like the only way you could call and talk to your family is to use the phones outside. So, and I was like, wow, that's damn. I'm sorry to hear that. So he's like, oh no, man, like that's the position I put myself in, whatever. But I'm used to.
He took accountability.
Yeah, he's like, he was a little drunk too. Like I could tell he's a little schmiz, but he's like, nah, man, like that's just. He's like, that's just what.
The reform system worked.
He was chilling. He was chilling. Yeah, he was just like, he's like, yeah, nah, bro, that was just what I did or whatever, and. You know, now I'm out, but, you know, I'm used to the cold because of that. And somehow we got into talking about, like, just what he do to, like, be in shape and stuff like that. He's like, man, honestly, I be partying and shit. You just need to take your vitamins, man. He's like, need to take your vitamins. Try to, like, he told me about the shake that he drank that he made in jail, but he made a updated version that you can make while free. And
it no
he
longer
told me about
has the what do they call it? Or the roadblock of you have to be in prison to make it. So,
but he was like, I'm not gonna give you the prison version because you can obviously go to the store.
Free.
Yeah, he's like, so he told me about that. He told me about these vitamins he take, and I'm actually gonna try it. Dude was in good shape from what I could tell. So. And he said, bro, I be partying and shit. And, you know, and I still keep myself, you know, decent because I do certain things or whatever. And he's like, no offense. He's like, you a bigger dude, but you look like you, like, working on it or whatever. I said, yeah, I'm trying. I was like, I'm trying, but, you know, I do need a little more of a kick in the ass. And it was just a nice conversation that I had with dude. And it was helpful. And, you know, I'm glad I couldn't scarf down 2-3 plates at once. I did go back later, like 4 or 5 hours later to get seconds, but it wasn't back to back going crazy on plates, and I think that's a good thing. So
hilarious.
RMP in the UFC 2028 or something. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not doing that shit, but
I'm the
in
UFC.
better shit. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm glad you got to hang out with family. I heard in the party, your dad was pretty lit. So when I was in here, he was having a pretty good time.
Oh yeah. When I joined and yeah, we were watching the game. Yeah, he likes to play music.
All dads that's about 50 to 60 years old like to play music while the game is playing. I don't get that because you can't hear the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, he usually turned it down. It was more during like commercial breaks. He play his music.
Okay. What else you have going on? Was that pretty much it? Just chilling with family and
chilling with family or whatnot. We played like this like kid version of Cards Against Humanity. Wasn't bad.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't no crazy ones in there. They did have an insult that I ain't never heard before, which was a little wild. They called someone wall-eyed.
The fuck? Okay.
At WALLED, walled, and walled-eyed is just instead of being cross-eyed, you can see both walls. Just looking forward, basically. Like, you know how people like...
No.
Yeah. So instead of being cross-eyed, you're the opposite. So your eyes kind of like float to either corners. And it was like... Yeah, you can see both sides of the room at the same time. And I was like, that's a crazy card.
Yeah, that's not a kid's game. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's not a kid's version. Because that
shit was nuts.
Yeah, I never heard of no shit like that. Is that some old shit or is that new?
That's newer. I think it's called it's all relative.
No, I mean wall-eyed.
Oh, I don't know. It was just on the card. I ain't never heard of it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. My Thanksgiving was pretty good too. My dad cooked obviously because I can't fucking cook only but like 6 things. And he refuses to give me the sauce about what the stuff he be making. So, so he cooked. He made. Oh, my dad always made good mac and cheese. This year the mac and cheese was like Rick. Like he channeled something, man. Like he went Ultra Instinct on the mac and cheese this year. Like it's always good. Yeah, like he was like, I'm like, what the fuck? Even my dad don't even like mac and cheese like that. He make it cause I like it. Mm-hmm. He tried, like he ate some or ate a little bit. And it was like, damn. He was like, oh my god, I'm in my bag. It was just like. Everything was fucking perfect about it. I'm like, did I tell you? I might not have told you the story. I told him it was great. Like when he was here, he had to go to work because the way his schedule is or whatever. He had to go to work Thanksgiving night. Mm-hmm. When I went to I got up or whatever to get seconds. I called the man at work again, and was like, "Fam, like this shit is like next level," and he was cracking up laughing, bro. He was like, "That's crazy. He's like, you calling me right now to tell me it's crazy?" I was like, man, like you, damn, dude, this shit is insane. Like, I took something to work that next day. I had to work in the morning too, technically, but it wasn't that night. But it was just that shit was magnificent, and I just chilled. I streamed a little bit, and it was just a chill Thanksgiving. I enjoyed it. So
I got a question. What's more important for Thanksgiving? The turkey or ham or whatever you eat is made correctly, or the mac and cheese?
The mac and cheese, I feel like.
The mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese, honestly, is the number one thing at Thanksgiving, man. It's not. I'm tired of acting like it's not. Like, nobody even really fuck with turkey like that. Most people don't even make turkeys no more. Like, we didn't. My dad made a roast. So, a lot of people been making ham lately. You know, turkey just been a traditional thing. I think people started to just realize that shit it's not it. It's mac and cheese, man.
You know, the mainstream media was putting down mac and cheese like a little while ago because they were saying it was unhealthy or whatever. right?
Oh my god.
And then it was like the central the main media, the people who don't look like us, started gravitating towards the mac and cheese, and then they started freaking it and putting it on like their Food Networks, like your Thanksgiving or holiday get together, because I felt like mac and cheese wasn't like that for them. Like when you seen like TV shows and movies that were geared towards a certain culture, they didn't ever really include mac and cheese. Like they had the stuffing, they had the green, well not greens, but they had like green like vegetable stuff,
Casseroles.
turkey, ham, casserole, and then like cranberry sauce or whatever. But I don't ever remember like watching those like Hallmark movies or anything like that and hearing someone say, could you pass the mac and cheese during like Thanksgiving or like Christmas dinner or anything like that, right? Like that I felt like that was like a primarily like maybe not black, but like a primarily like lower class thing.
Yeah, I feel like it was more of a people of color thing.
Like, yeah, people in predominantly not well-off neighborhoods were doing mac and cheese for like big holidays and stuff like that. But now I feel like everybody does mac and cheese for big holidays, and you see people freak it with the disgusting vegetables, cauliflower, bread crust on the mac and cheese.
Okay, all right, Rick, chill out. No, I mean, Rick, like, not to always make it like this, but we are black people in America. When certain people see certain people doing something and it becomes trendy, they want to do it too. It's like that with rap. It's like that with dances. It's like that with everything. When we start doing something and it looks cool, or it's like, oh, wow, it gets, not taken, but it gets adopted by other folk. And it's always been that way.
I remember chopped cheeses. You could get some at
there's no reason Chads,
Whole Foods or whatever.
Yeah, there's no reason Chads should be talking about Ayo, let me get a chopped cheese. Like,
no, did you see when they hired? I don't know if they hired him, but did you see where it was at like some predominantly not us get together? And
they hired him, the Aki dude.
They hired a whole buddy to be behind the joint and to make chopped cheeses. And I just sat there and I was like, I don't think y'all understand how like crazy that is. Like,
like we don't hire niggas to make casseroles for us.
Like, bro, even when a black nigga get on from New York, I don't think he be hiring a private chef at the main function to get behind the griddle and make everybody chop cheeses. It's like they want to taste the poverty without being like impoverished. And I'm I'm like, bro, like, you know how nuts that is, that you want, like, that you're fiending for that, or like you want, like, I think the crazy part is how they treat it like it's an experience.
Well, for them it is, Rick.
Nuts.
For them it actually it is crazy, but for them it legitimately is. So they can feel damn, I don't even know, because I'm gonna chill out, because I was gonna say something. Let me chill out. I was just saying, things get adopted, and the chopped cheese thing is because they seen it on they seen us doing that on TikTok, but it's not like chopped cheese is good. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm a big dude. I like good chopped cheese, but like it's not because I don't eat chopped cheeses because it's the greatest cuisine in the world. I eat it because I live near a lot of corner stores that are not very near to actual stores. And it's more accessible. That's sad. I should just get my ass up and go to an actual store and buy, but sometimes you don't want to do that. You don't want to walk 45 minutes to an hour to get to the local store. You don't want to take the bus and then take the bus back to bring more stuff, with a bunch of bags and stuff like that. I do it because I have a daughter, and she can't eat chopped cheeses all day. But like we're not doing it because it's the best cuisine ever. We're doing it out of necessity because, like in New York niggas, they started the chopped cheese shit How many grocery stores is in the little boroughs they live in? To be honest. And if there are grocery stores, how many grocery stores can they actually go to that aren't gentrified that they'll get profiled and be like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't be in here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not like dudes with Tim's go allowed in Whole Foods, unfortunately. Yeah. So, even if it is in their neighborhood. But, yeah, I hope they enjoying themselves. Enjoy yourself. If that's what you need to feel, I don't know, a validation or not feel guilty or to feel cool or whatever the case may be, go ahead. It's really, I guess it's not a big deal. But you will not see black folk hiring motherfuckers to make casseroles.
Nah, for real.
That's all I'm saying. Or people of color in general. You probably not gonna see.
I've had casserole. I think I've said this on here. I had breakfast casserole.
You said it was
pretty
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
I'm sure if you do it properly, I'm sure it's decent.
Yeah, that's as far as I'll delve into the casserole game.
Just casserole sound gross. Like the words sound gross.
Doesn't sound very appealing.
Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm just being biased. Good.
It could be both.
Yeah. I feel you. Things can be. I remember you told me that, Rick. You said things don't always have to be so like linear. It could be two things at once. And I was like, that's a fact.
You could be biased, but you could also be right and biased.
Yeah, that's true. That is a fact. It is a fact. Speaking of getting cultural appropriated. Christmas is around the corner, Rick.
Is that what that means? I don't know. Who culture was Christmas?
Nobody's. I was just talking shit.
Okay. You just wanted to throw that in there. I'm going to say Christmas was just like some shit that
niggas made up.
Yeah, the Christians created. And now the whole world, or not the whole world, but a lot of the world celebrates in some way, shape, or form. Which is crazy. Not even
that nigga Jesus' real birthday.
It's not.
It's not even that nigga's real birthday. That's the crazy.
Well, think about it, Steve. That nigga's not even white.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, so at this point, I don't think they care about accuracy.
Yeah, accuracy. Well, when do they ever, you know? When do they ever care about accuracy with anything? But this is getting real. I wasn't expecting this on this episode.
What you mean?
We're here now. Fuck it. Let's full send it, Rick. We're better. No.
Oh, wow. That's a crazy jump there.
So, Rick, what do you got planned for Christmas, man?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm getting people. Money's a little tight, as it always is.
Yeah.
So
facts. Fucking facts.
Yeah, so I gotta figure out what I can and can't spend money on,
right.
And go from there.
Okay.
But I'm hoping for like the cookie making, the Mariah Carey, the disgusting but sometimes really good eggnog.
Are you an eggnog person?
I am and I'm not. Like some years I love it a lot. In other years I hate it. And it never changes.
That's weird. That's a weird way. It's easy because usually either you are or you aren't. But my dad is. I am. Oh, not.
Really?
I refuse. That shit.
He's an eggnog dude.
Yeah, he be drinking it. I'm like, fam. I just be looking at him like.
It depends. They got to be freaked a certain way. It depends.
Nah, Rick, he just be drinking the shit just that's from the carton, bro. Yeah, like he don't freak it or nothing like that. It just be shit that was in the carton, and I'd be like, fam, like why are you doing this to yourself? That shit is gross.
Like relax.
Yeah, like that shit is not good. And again, like we said before, you're a lactose intolerant. Like just chill out, man. But he be getting into it because he'll get it. He like, why don't you go get some of that eggnog? I was like, Pop, you ask me this every time. You know I'm not getting that eggnog. Man. I refuse.
Yeah, it depends. You throw some cinnamon on there.
I've never done that. Yeah. I've never added anything to it, so maybe I'll make a video out of it.
Freak it up. There's ways to freak up the egg in a nog.
PLAX tries eggnog for Christmas. Well, why not? I'll do something. I've had it before, but I've never done anything cute to it, so we'll see. Maybe I might like it. It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing ever. I just feel like it's unnecessary to drink, because if something is like mid like that, then why am I drinking?
Some people feel the same way about root beer, but I like root beer.
Root beer smacks though.
Yeah, but our man's Dave, aka Morrow, he did make a good point. Niggas don't just be out at like restaurants or whatnot, or like in the store and be like, let me get that 2 liter of root beer. Like, let me get a root beer.
I do though. I do.
It's not common though. Like, you gotta realize it's not
every time.
Like,
it's not every time.
Like, you could go, like, if you go out to eat, 9 times out of 10, if you have a party of 10, like if you have a party of 10 people, right, and 9 times out of 10, you can probably guess what the average order is gonna be. Like 1 part water, 1 part like some type of soda, like Sprite. Or
it's probably gonna be
whatever.
Sprite, Pepsi, or Coke.
And then lemonade. Yeah. And I feel like that pretty much consists of the usual like options of drink. But like if a nigga came out the cut and was like, yeah, let me get a root beer, niggas would be like, huh, a root beer, a root beer.
Well, we got some stuff planned, like with our friends and stuff coming up. If we find ourselves out and about and I remember, I will make sure I order root beer every single time. So just to get the stats up a little bit, Because I feel like niggas
just to make
is
it more usual.
Yeah, because I feel like niggas is disrespect the root beer, man. It's fire. Root beer is fire. So I'll help. I'll aid the cause and start ordering it.
That's funny.
So niggas don't be like, oh, root beer. I can't believe he got. Can't believe he got a goddamn root beer. Oh shit.
Nah, that's a shame.
It really is, because root beer is legit fire. That's the crazy part.
Is.
I don't know why really people act weird like that. I remember as a little kid, like, I loved root beer. And they used to give us, when I was in like kindergarten, we would get, if you did good that week or did good for a few days or something, you would get a candy out the little candy box thing. Mm-hmm. And my teacher always had these little root beer candy joints. And I would always grab them. And then if a nigga like grabbed it before I did, it wasn't none left, I have murder beef with dude the whole week until the next week came around. Because that was my shits. I would honestly, I kind of want to go on Amazon and find that shit now, because that just came back to me. And them joints was banging. I'm gonna bring root beer back, Rick. We go root beer.
You gonna go on a tour?
Yeah, the root beer.
Let me tell you about the wonders of root beer.
Yeah, cause niggas is crazy, man. I'm not about to let niggas disrespect my mans like that. I guess I kind of I'm in the same boat as you for Christmas. Like I'm buying my daughter. Mostly I'm buying her birthday stuff right now, and I'm.
Because she's like me. Birthday in December.
Yeah. Birthday in December. So I'm getting mostly her birthday stuff. The plan is for me this year is her birthday is gonna be all the toys and the cute stuff. Christmas she gonna get clothes. That's how I'm gonna just divide it up. Cause you know how like if your kid birthday, people usually if your kid birthday you just get a little bit of clothes, a little bit of toys, and just go like that. I'm gonna just split it up between the two and just toys and all that stuff on her birthday, and then when Christmas come around she can get clothes, and then maybe next year I'll reverse it or something like that, just to change it up, because her birthday's so damn close to Christmas. It's like you just get bombarded with stuff. And not just for me, her mom, people people around, like, it's just, you got to switch it up a little bit, I feel like. But yeah, my Christmas plans is just chilling with my daughter, chilling with my dad, and vibing. I really don't got too much. I hate to be Scrooge McDuck, but it really is just, it's another day, I guess. It is what it is. I want Shiley to have a good time.
Yeah.
But, like, it don't really move me like that. It just. Oh no, I do. I am gonna have to work that day.
Why would you?
Well, I do security. I don't get like those. I could take it off if I wanted to, I guess.
So y'all be getting Christmas off?
I don't get no holidays off technically unless I already had that day off. What my
Oh,
supervisor, yeah, what my supervisor do is he asks you like he asks all the staff like,
Yeah, what
do
holidays
you
you
want?
want off?
Yeah, if you want to take off, let me know and I'll work it out. Like I'll try to work it out for you, but you gotta let him know ahead of time, so he could like. And he's like everybody can't take off though. Somebody gotta like.
Yeah.
You know, work out. If I'm gonna work out with y'all, you gotta work it out with me. And we usually do good. Like this year, I wasn't scheduled for Thanksgiving anyway this year, so I didn't work. But I think a couple of my coworkers like just chatted and was like, "Hey, like, you know, my house, my food gonna be done at like 5. Could you come at 4 so I could dip?" And then maybe I could come back later so you could go back to like they worked out a little joint. My coworkers is usually cool with shit like that. I like where I work because everybody just like is relatively understanding and shit. You rarely have a problem.
You get double pay or whatever.
Yeah. You get double pay for the holidays and shit if you work it.
Okay.
Because last year I think I worked on Christmas. I think I did like a morning shift or something like that. I think I believe I am working this year on Christmas because I think he asked me a couple like a month ago just to be preemptive, and I was like, yeah, like just coming in the morning ain't really a big deal. And then I could pick up Shiley or I could hang with Shiley the next day or whatever. However it go. But yeah, I just plan on chilling and shit.
Okay. That's good. That's a good holiday overall. You know, having a kid, you know, sometimes I feel like that's just all you need. You know, as speaking for someone without a child.
Oh yeah, because it becomes like I feel if I did have Shiley, I wouldn't care. Like it'd just be what it is. Now it's just more so making sure Shiley get what she want, and she have a good time. So that's really I guess that's what makes it fun again, because it's like, okay, it don't got nothing to do with me. It's just making sure she's good and chilling and having a good time. The only hard part is that her birthday is in the same month, and I don't make a whole bunch of money. So trying to maneuver that is tough. But you know, besides that, it's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time.
That's good.
I already got like 3 boxes in there and stuff. It's like, I think I got like 2, maybe 3 more things that I want to get for her, cause this is the first time like she like outright like asked for certain things. So and she didn't ask for a lot, so I was just like, okay, I could throw in some stuff that I just wanted to get her the stuff that she asked for, and we should be good. We locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, I don't have a I know I suck at transitions. I don't have a transition for
well, you could just cut out the dead air.
cut out the got you.
Yeah. So I guess another thing in what little news there is, did you hear about Odell getting removed from a plane in Miami?
I did. As far as I understand, he was in and out of consciousness, and the plane, stewardess or whatever, it asked him to leave or escorted him out or something like that. And I just think that's very convenient when he's on his way to. It's 3 teams he's going to visit, but one of the teams is our team. He's on his way to tour and visit teams. And
I don't think he was. I don't think he would come here anyway.
You don't think so?
Nah, because we already got a target receiver, and he want minutes. So
who, Diggs? Well, Diggs ain't playing that good either. So maybe this will light a fire.
What do you mean? We literally just won a game.
That don't mean Diggs still hasn't been playing very well. That's on Josh back. That's on Josh back right there, and the defense. Diggs has not had a good season. I'm actually kind of disappointed in him because I thought he's gonna go like berserk, and he's just kind of like, And if you like that, like he says, because he literally says, "I'm like that. I'm him. I'm the best," and stuff like that. If you're gonna be that, you need to show that. And he really had. Unless maybe I'm not paying, but I've been watching the games, and I haven't seen him like go crazy. Like a lot of times he not even getting the ball and not getting open. So so maybe getting Odell like, oh shit, like give him a little kick in the ass to turn
wake him up or something.
He need to turn
in that
up.
Vikings game. He had a catch that pretty much gave us the dub. Overall, I see what you mean, but at the end of the day, I feel like because he's target receiver, he's gonna get covered more, and so it's kind of like as long as he makes the plays when he needs to make the plays. If he's not like every other possession, he's not gonna get a big play. That's just what it is with being like target one. But as long as he makes those red zone plays, then he's everything we need.
Well, I'm just saying based off of how he been portraying himself. He's saying he's him and all of this stuff.
I believe he is him though.
But see, Rick, the thing is, the other top receivers are still getting their numbers, and they getting covered too. So I can't really give him that excuse. The nigga Jeffries from the Vikings.
No, he's not like that. He's not like that.
Well, he the number one receiver in the league this year, though.
But that's it. The numbers. I don't know.
He get numbers. Like, numbers talk, Rick. I'm sorry. Numbers talk. Numbers talk and bullshit run a marathon.
It's always numbers talk until niggas come for like the GOATs. Then it's like, well, it's more than numbers. So I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like it's not a fair comparison there.
I'm just saying, Rick, our boy Diggs. I hate to say, I don't want to be saying this about Diggs, but he's really not doing anything. I'm not saying he's not doing. Sorry, he's not doing anything at all. But like he's not playing the way he's talking. He's doing a lot of talking. Well, recently he hasn't. He's kind of shut the fuck up recently, and maybe that's because he hasn't been playing the way he probably expected. But in the beginning, like he was talking a lot, like on social media and yelling at the camera, "I'm him" and all this stuff, and you're not really being that. It's Josh Allen and the defense being him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, and again, like. I know I get what you saying, Rick, but Jeffries and all the other top receivers, they get their numbers. So, I mean, I can't say you him when it's 10 other niggas statistically outplaying you. It's just tough for me to do that. At that point, I'm just a biased nigga. You know? That's like basketball. Like if LeBron saying he him, but he averaging 15, and KD, Giannis, Steph, Luka, all these other niggas averaging 30. Brian, you might not actually be him because you're not averaging 30 and 15 like these other guys, man. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. I like numbers ain't everything. I feel you on that, but our boy getting outplayed. And maybe he's saving it for the playoffs. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe he like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm just saving it for like when it really matter. And if that's the case, hey, go off, King. Do you?
Well, you got to get to the playoffs for it to matter.
I think. Well, we in it. I think. Did we clinch yet? I feel like we clinched because we the division leaders again.
Are we? I thought KC was still division leaders.
No. Well, no. Oh, sorry, not division. We're Yeah, division. They the conference leader, but we the division leader for our division. Okay. And all the division leaders is you clinch the playoff spot.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think. I don't know if we clinched yet, but like we like 8-3 or something like that. So
yeah, 8-3.
Yeah, unless we just totally collapse, I feel like we in the playoffs. I don't know. I just think for us, if we gonna win, Diggs need to play like he say he is. And if Odell can give us a little, and I mean, to be honest, getting Odell just gonna free up Diggs more. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna free him up more because you got to pick now. Like I was just talking shit, but Diggs is like that. You don't want to 1v1 him. He remember that one game at the beginning of the season, they kept putting the one nigga on him. And I was like, why are they putting one person on team? That nigga. Now that game, he was him. He got like 3-4 touchdowns and ran and got 200, 300 yards. Like he was going crazy because they was 1-on-1. They was 1v1ing them, and I kept asking. I'm like, why? Like the coach is stupid. Why are you 1v1 in Diggs? Send a double or had a safety leak over or something. Like you're stupid. But getting Odell, you got to choose now. And we don't know how Odell gonna play because he ain't played in forever. He coming off the injury, but we could fake people out for a couple games, and because he's still Odell, you ain't gonna leave him open. You're not gonna 1v1 him, and you're not gonna 1v1 Diggs. And Gabe Davis and all them niggas ain't trash. Like you can't really, you got to pay attention to them too. So and Josh black ass will run. So you got to be paying attention to that too.
Josh what?
Josh's black ass will run.
Oh, okay. So we claiming that one? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard what you said.
He is a running nigga, man. He runs a lot. I've never seen a white quarterback run as much as that. You know he's the lead rusher on our team, like by far. And we got like 3 running backs. That don't make sense.
It makes sense.
What you mean?
the only nigga that does anything is Singletary. He too small.
Yeah. And a new nigga, he ain't even doing anything. I forgot his name that we got from the Colts. I was like, bro, yeah. What are you here for, man?
We need Marshawn to come back.
Marshawn too old.
Fuck them chickens.
He too old, man. I don't think he got it no more.
No, it's a joke, obviously.
I would love to have. If we had Marshawn when we had him now, though, with this team, oh my God.
Plus, Marshawn can't come back to Buffalo because of that fatal car accident.
Oh, yeah, he's not allowed in the city because he will be put in prison. Okay. Yeah, that's true. So
I don't think that's the full case, but I think the farther he is away from that circumstance, the better, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, though.
We still handing out the shout out. I guess if Big Ben is all right, then definitely shout out Marshawn.
Well, he's not all right, but the media, he's on a fucking. That nigga was on a fucking podcast, and I see a TikTok of it. He was talking about something, and I reported to TikTok. Anytime I see that nigga, I'm reporting it.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't mean anything, like in the grand scheme, but like something needs to be done about this nigga.
Does.
Like this nigga should be on people's feeds talking, and he's just so scummy. He was sitting there. I forgot they was talking about football, but he just sounds scummy as fuck. And I was just like, I've never heard him like talk extensively. At least maybe not recently. Maybe when I was a kid, but like recently I haven't. And
it pissed you off.
Yeah, he was just talking. He was just like leaning back in the chair, and I think he might have had a cigar. I could be over embellishing. Maybe he didn't. But he was leaning back.
Cigar.
Yeah, he was leaning back so scummy and talking. I was like, yo, this nigga is disgusting, and I reported to TikTok, and I hope it got taken down.
Yeah, that's how
I forgot what I said it was.
And Brett Favre.
That's another motherfucker that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with him. He should be in prison now.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying nothing to him either. He's just vibing. Didn't Marshawn, sorry, my bad, Marshawn Lynch. Didn't Brett Favre, wasn't he sending bitches meat pics and shit too?
I don't know about that. I just know him stealing from the black community.
You don't remember that? You don't remember he was sending bitches meat pics and they was uncomfortable, and then they exposed him, and then he didn't get in trouble for that either? Nah,
I'm blanking on that.
Yeah, that happened a few years back. Like, I think right before he retired, for real. That he got in trouble for doing that shit, and it did not happen to him. On the flip side of it, Deshaun Watson's supposed to be coming back. He's also a fucking monster. I feel like he should be packed up as well.
Also nuts.
But, yeah, he's coming back next week though, for the Browns. So,
all these niggas with their second chances.
Well, for Big Ben is third, and for Brett Favre is third, fourth. So, yeah. The NFL been disgusting though. So, Oh, Jerry Jones got. Somebody pulled up a picture. He's the owner of the Cowboys. Somebody found him a picture.
Oh
of him.
yeah. Me and Isaiah was looking at Black Magic. If you're looking at the shit he makes, we was talking about that. We seen a picture. Honestly, I know I might get called coon if this ever ends up on Black Twitter or whatever, but that picture was not anything at all. Like out of all the niggas in this world that we need to call out and cancel or whatnot, him being there, because literally it was. You could see what it would look like if he hated that whole situation. Like, there was literally people in front with sneers and looks of disgust and everything.
Yeah, he looked like he was looking.
He was in the back, and he looked like he was just trying to figure out what was happening. Like, why were all these people gathered with cameras and probably yelling? And he just came over.
Jerry Jones was just like, "Hey, why they yelling at those niggas over there?"
Yeah, nah, for real. Because obviously he still used that word because it was a common word.
It wasn't out of hate.
It wasn't like they disgust me. I wish they never existed, or I wish they just went back to where they came from. It's just like if we were somewhere, right, and we heard a bunch of people like screaming and yelling in the corner, like in like the corner outside or something, and we come over there. And and there was some niggas doing like a Nazi salute and like full garb, and then someone snapped a picture of us there, and then be like,
"The podcast is okay
supporting this." I was like, "Nigga, we were confused. We didn't know what was happening. We went over there."
What you want me to do? Just spark it? I mean, I could spark it, but still, it's like that's an unreasonable ask. They can pack me.
The off the strength looky loose spark is crazy. Not a lot of people can just do that because obviously.
Yeah, I'm not saying I shouldn't because in that scenario it's Nazis and I'm black. I get it, but that's just a crazy thing to act like a normal person. I'm not, like we've said multiple times before. I'm not no thug. I'm not no gay. I'm not scrapped up. I can't just be going around sparking it on people. You know what, Rick? I had a different viewpoint of it, but you saying that, you know what? I agree with that.
Like, if he was doing anything else, I completely understand. Like, if he was the niggas in the front row, pack him up. Yeah, he was wilding,
and yelling at people.
Get him out of here.
Shit.
But he was just literally a nigga who was there. In this instance, he was just a dude who so happened to be at a big moment in time. Like,
and he was a teenager. He looked like he was like a teenager too.
Yeah, I don't know. And even in his statement, like he made a statement, he was just like, I didn't understand what was going on. I just there was a big commotion. And I just went over there to check it out. And I'm like, that's exactly what you look like. That's like, if he's telling the truth, obviously people could lie. Obviously we'll never know the truth unless someone else has like proof of him.
Well, what is he gonna say? Shit. Yeah, I fucking hate niggas, even though I technically own some athletes niggas that are basically I technically own niggas and I hate them. He's not gonna fucking say that, bro. So whatever happened, he's not about to say that. So it is what it is, I guess. That's like Rick. You remember in high school those few times downtown where it'd be big ass fights and shit.
Yeah, and you would go over there.
No, but motherfuckers be running towards it, and I'd be like, nah, because it's like somebody could pull out a glamour. Yeah, somebody could. I can't remember. I'm not gonna expose nobody, but I remember niggas in our general friend group would be like, "Oh, bro, where you going?" Like, "Oh, you ain't go say." I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just mosey my ass home. Like, if I want to see big fights, I could just be in my neighborhood for a little, just hang around your neighborhood for a minute. You're probably gonna see some sort of fight. I don't need to run towards a fight downtown. In school, that's more of a controlled environment. Even then, you really shouldn't be running to fights. Yeah. Because again, you don't know what's good. But I feel like that's a little bit more controlled. This is a bunch of teenagers and regular population people just running around outside looking to a fight. That's how somebody get blamed. And we live in Buffalo. So, yeah, I'm going to just go over this way. I'll see y'all niggas later. Like, that shit. But that's the same thing. Like, somebody could have snapped a picture of me I'm walking away, but they're like, oh, PLAX supports young black kids fighting. No, I'm walking away. But a picture you could interpret in many ways. But yeah, Rick, I had a different viewpoint on that, but you saying that changed my viewpoint, because you are right. He wasn't yelling at nobody. He did look confused, like, what the fuck is going on. Again, he probably shouldn't have walked towards it, because if niggas is yelling and fighting, you probably should just walk the other way. But you know, he maybe, you know, Jerry Jones, he a white dude. Maybe he was just like, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to me, so
I'm a protected class.
Yeah, like, I'm protected. Like, I could go see what's happening. Ain't shit gonna happen to me. Well, Rick, so you don't feel like a coon for what you said. I'll say something a little coonish, I guess. Goth white women on TikTok and just in media in general has had me in a chokehold for the past few months, and I'm ready to tell my story. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I know all my black folk and my beautiful black queens.
Sisters can be goths.
So yeah, sisters can be goths, but we don't see them as much in the media. We don't see them as much. There can be goth sisters, and they also have me in a chokehold. But I'm saying, based off what I've been seeing mostly of, it's the goth white girls, and they have me in a chokehold right now. And I'm sorry. I do apologize.
You can't do anything about what you like, man.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. They just it's literally been the past. Like, I've always, you know how TikTok is and Instagram. Like, I always find them like relatively attractive, but the past few months, I don't know, man.
It's been different.
It's been different, yeah. It's been.
You ever you watch the Wednesday show on Netflix?
I haven't yet, but when I pulled up to work today, my coworker was watching it, and once I finish All American, I'm gonna head on over and watch Wednesday.
Yeah, I finished it. It's good. We can talk about that when you watch that.
Okay. I do want to, after this, chat with you a little bit about some stuff. But,
we can.
But that's, you know, off. I know our listeners probably like, oh, guys, talk about it here. I haven't finished it yet, so I don't want to really get into it.
So I would low-key probably accidentally spoil something for him.
Yeah, so that's why. But Rick and I kind of talked about it a little bit on our own time. When I finish it, me and Rick, we might even do a conversation video about it, because I truly... You was right when you told me I would like it. All American is the epitome of what I've been asking for and what I would like to see in black television. So
yeah, it is. It's literally everything you've been asking.
Yeah, it's quite literally everything that I've asked for. I do feel like our boy Spencer James GOAT his hero complex is just a little too strong. And some of my theories about it kicking him in the ass has kind of come to pass a little bit. But at the same time, I'm like, that's so beautiful. A black man standing up for the community and trying to change it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this is everything you've been asking for.
Yeah, like, it's like, damn.
Leave it alone, Spence. Get to the league first.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I want him to be safe.
This is
but
who
Rick,
you
I want him to be
him
safe,
to be.
though. I want him to be safe.
This is literally like the whole time we had these conversations off and on air about like what the black community needs and the willingness to do something. This is literally, he's the blueprint of what you've been asking for,
Rick,
and you be messaging me like,
man.
he need to leave that alone. Like,
just for now.
Like, league.
Just for now, bro. Like, I'm not saying late. For good. Oh, fuck. See, all right, we gonna have to end it because I'm gonna get on. We gonna have to end it. But I love All American. All American. It could be recency bias, but so far is one of my favorite shows. I think it's getting in my top 5, Rick. It might be getting in my top 5 all time. We might have to update our top
I can
5.
understand that from you because you're watching it when there's multiple episodes, and so you can watch it like back to back to back. Watching it from day one, like me.
And you had to wait a week to see it again.
I can't put it in my top. I can't.
Really? Oh, damn. Okay.
It's good though.
It is different. It is different waiting.
Yeah, no,
for the next episode instead of
because if some stuff is a build up and then you finally get it and it doesn't live up to as long of a build up as it should have been, the anticipation drops. But for you, there is no build up. You just getting like.
Yeah, I'm just in the slums. Like I'm just. Ain't no waiting a year.
Back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no waiting a year for the new season. I'm just in it. Like, I will say this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it for right now. I'm in season 2, and at least for like, I want to say 4 to 6 episodes straight, I was full-fledged emotional at work. Full-fledged emotional. About to cry, bro. That's how beautiful the show. And sometimes it was out of happiness, and sometimes it was out of pure like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I think that's taking away my own personal feelings about black TV shows. Besides that, it's still a beautiful ass show, man. And shout out to the CW for, putting that on TV and not. Well, we don't know yet, but they haven't taken it off TV yet. So, yeah, but that's it. I think we chatted long enough, Rick. We started this with not a whole bunch of stuff, but I think we got a lot out of it. I'm gonna let my boy Rick close us out, man.
All right, everybody. This has been another episode of RMP Podcast, episode 76. I didn't say that in the beginning, so you made it to the end. You now remember what episode you're watching. We really appreciate you if you stuck it out. And if you're a new listener, go check out some of our older episodes. We hope you would enjoy them if you like this one. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification so you know when we drop all kinds of different videos, anything from skits to reacts to everything else in between. And at the end of the day, what do we do, Steve?
We love you guys. Peace.
See you.